Hey, what's up everyone? How you all doing? Now, the first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. So with that being said, I have to end the video here. As always, thanks very much for watching. Okay, shh, don't tell anyone, but this is Stormclaw, a shock-based behemoth in Dauntless that can pretty much wall you in with his own electric fence, creating his own personal fight club. Well, that's the name that the guys on my Discord have given it anyway. And let me tell you, if you get stuck inside this fence with the behemoth's huge size, you can expect to take a good bit of damage. So in order to break this fence, you first need to smash all of the posts that kind of link this electric fence together, all the while watching out for him swinging at you or charging at you. So it's pretty straightforward, right? Sounds pretty straightforward. And Stormclaw has got a few moves that are very similar to that of Embermane's, who is of course the fire variant of Stormclaw, which you would have already fought earlier on in your progression to get this far. Now, he is a shock-based behemoth, like I said already, so bringing weapons with the same elemental up against him probably isn't a good idea because he probably has some kind of resistance to them. Now, the game is still in alpha, so a lot of info is still unknown to us. Certain stats and details that would be really useful for a video like this, like detailed weapon stats or armor or behemoth health pools or resistances and so on, we just don't have yet. But the Dauntless wiki, I think, is being worked on daily. Now, Stormclaw is a big unit. I mean, look at the size of him. He's much larger than Embermane, and when he dashes at you, swings his tail at you, or bucks his head around, he can deal a lot of damage if you get caught, especially when you first go up against him when you're under-geared. Now, his tells for his tail swing and a head buck are easy to pick up and give you a chance to try and avoid them unless you're caught mid-combo, which can happen if you have a slower weapon like an axe or a hammer. Then you're probably about to eat some damage, or if you're me, because I tend to kind of over combo or kind of get a little bit excited and keep swinging, and then I end up getting caught. Now, his other attacks are, at times he will pounce and slam on the ground, but before he pounces he will stand on his hind legs, then pounce forward and slam the ground. So just basically roll back towards his back legs and you should avoid that slam. Another attack is he will shoot shock orbs at you, or when he's enraged he will fire one at everyone in your squad. These can be hit back at him or rebounded to him with your weapon if you get your timing right. Honestly, the chain blades are really good for this because of the range of that secondary attack, the right click. The orbs of course will deal damage to Stormclaw when you manage to get your timing right and hit them back at him. And in the footage you will actually see how one of the orbs hits Stormclaw and breaks his tail during one of our encounters. But probably his most annoying attack when you first encounter Stormclaw is his storm clouds, I guess you could call them. He will place a storm cloud over everyone in your squad, but it will only stay active on one of your teammates unless I think you're too close together, so make sure and spread out. This cloud will deal damage to the player it stays on 3 separate occasions, but before it does, it will give you 3 pulses of fork lightning as its tells, so it will pulse 3 times and then explode, dealing damage. So if you can time your rolls to iframe out of that damage, it becomes a lot less of a worry. Honestly, Stormclaw is a really fun fight, and I would maybe look at him as being the gateway to the much more interesting encounters in Dauntless, encounters like Pangar, like Nezaga, like Shroud, like Rezakiri, and eventually more that are going to be added into the game as well. Currently, I think we have 24 behemoths in the Founders Alpha. Some of them, of course, are different variants of each other, and for a small development team of 40 something, I think is what Phoenix Labs have, 24 behemoths in a free-to-play Founders Alpha is pretty damn impressive. Now remember, Dauntless, like I said, will be completely free-to-play on PC, released later this year, and they haven't ruled out moving it to console either. And as for the arguments about Monster Hunter World and Dauntless, both can coexist. I mean, there's nothing stopping players playing both of them at the same time. Dauntless is free, whereas Monster Hunter is not, so you could easily just buy Monster Hunter and still jump between the two. There is nothing stopping players who love this genre of game jumping between both of them when they want to switch things up or give themselves a little bit more of a variety. But anyway, this was Stormclaw. Let me know what you guys think of him in the comment section below. Do me a huge favour and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Dauntless, and as always, thanks very much for watching.
Do you ever think about me?